You can launch your Arc Studio first so that we can open, that's the project folder. You can launch your Arc Studio so that you can open your project folder. Yes, Jesse?
Just before we start,
Yes.
I was having a challenge in differentiating between a console window and a script window in terms of writing and executing commands.
Okay.
I would like to differentiate, know the difference between the two windows in terms of commands execution. Kindly.
Okay. Maybe before we go to that, have you managed to review our first video and no, the first one when we started?
Um, Not yet.
Yeah, I think maybe the best way to learn first of all is for you to review those. Then after that, in case there is any kind of technicality, then I can come in. I don't know if that is a bit fair. Do you have the access to the videos?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think that can be very fair, but I'm going just to mention it briefly. Let us launch first the project, then I'll just mention it briefly. But maybe later, you can go now deeper. You can, okay, I don't know. There's a student calling me. Just a minute. So let us first of all launch a project window. Go to file, then recent project. Go to file, then recent project. Then again, there's something that I was supposed to respond today, but I'm not yet ready to respond. I haven't checked. It has been a busy day for me today, so I haven't checked, but I still have it. I'll respond by tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is a Thursday. I'll respond tomorrow. So I still remember that one. But today, I think let us just proceed. But for the sake of our brother who has just asked a question, so to differentiate between the script window and the console window, just a simple one. We say that the script window, or what called the editor, this one, the one on my top left, is mostly both of them. First of all, let us start with the similarity that both of them you can type your code and execute, but when you type your code in the script window, the output cannot be displayed in the same window. Rather, it is displayed in the console window, the one on my bottom left. That's the main difference between the two. Another difference between the two is that when you are working on the script window, it is easy for you to do some kind of editing of your codes and so on. But when you go to the console window, it is sometimes a challenge. Like you have to use the upward and downward arrow in your keyboard to do so. So you find out that it makes your work very difficult and so on. So that's another difference. But I think maybe for more information with regards to the same, you can just go back to those videos. In case you don't have access or you lost them, let me know. I don't mind resharing them again for you to review. Then I think also in your notes, in your notes, if I'm not wrong, there's the first, I think it was the first one, the first PDF notes, it might be having the same more details. So maybe you can check first, try to review in your own, then in case there's you have now, maybe you need more information, I think I'll be able to clarify for you to understand it better. So just check on those notes and the videos. Then there was another issue, I think it was raised by Michael with regards to the notes. I think when I was saving them, I jumped from 9 to 11 instead of 10. So there's no section that is missing. I respect that. So it is only that I jumped from number 9 to 11. So maybe now we can look at workspaces in R. We can start. And in workspaces in R, first of all, we are going to define workspaces. The second thing we are going to do, we are going to take what called work directory, and it is very important to know the working directory, especially when you want to import data within R. It is very important to know the working directory. Then another thing is the okay, this one we have already done it, the one that we are using the Art Studio projects, but it is also very important if we give more information with regards to the same, the Art Studio projects. So, like, what normal happens is that whenever you open Arc, you start what you call a session. Like when you launch your Arc Studio, whatever you see there is called a session. So, and basically what we want to do here, or the objective of this chapter or whatever we are going to look into is like like when you enter your commands, when you type codes in R, we want to know at how you can keep the history and so on. So therefore, maybe you can start and look at the first space, what you call the work space and command history. Workspace and command history. So I just want to explain that. I think the command history I already explained, but I'm going to repeat. Let us come up with a value called A and assign maybe a value. Sorry, have I done A and we assign, let us say 20. Run it. Then we come with another one, maybe called C, and C, I'm going maybe to assign another value. Sorry. 100. Then I run it. Then maybe I can come up with another one E and assign a value of, sorry, maybe this one now 150. The other one I mentioned about 100, but I assigned 10. It like there's no issue with regards to that. So we have created three objects. The first object is A, the second one is C, the third one is D. And these ones, the objects we have created are stored in Arc's local environment, or what you call the working memory. Arc's local environment or working directory is what you call workspace. So maybe I can add a note here and say that, of course, we have in your notes that I shared, but I can just add here and say we have created three objects, and those three objects that you have created, one is A, C, and D. So these objects that you have created, we can see that they are stored, these objects are stored in R's local environment. Local environment. So they are stored in R's local environment, or this one is also called the working memory. Let me try to maximize this. So this R's working environment is called the working directory. This is called the working directory. And as I said during the importation of data and so on, it is very important to understand. So that now is what you call the working directory. So another thing is that how do I know my working directory? How will I know my working directory? So if I want to know, or if you want to know your current working directory, how can I say, knowing your working directory or identifying your current working directory. Yeah. So if you want to know your current working directory, we we have two ways to do so. The first one, we use a function called get working directory, like getwd. Then you open your bracket or parenthesis and you close it. Remember yesterday when we were looking at mathematical functions, we say that any function must be followed by opening parenthesis, and of course, if open, it must be closed. Then we said some functions have arguments, others don't have arguments, and for those that have arguments, they must be separated by commas. But for this function specifically, it doesn't have arguments. You just type get working directory, which is abbreviated as getwd. Then when you execute, you get an output in the console window. So you see, like for instance, my laptop that I'm using, if I go to local disk C, users 1040G3 documents, May underscore class 2023. That is my working directory. So, and we say that the working directory is a local environment or working memory within your laptop. So if you can see that the working directory that I have in my laptop is not going to be the same as yours and so on. So that is the difference between the two. Maybe the next question now is how do you change? Suppose I'm not interested work there. I want to change my working directory. How do I change my working directory? So to change your working directory, we have two ways. One, you can come to this icon on session. You see the icons on top of the console window. We have the file icon, we have the edit icon, we have the code icon, we have the view, plot, session, and so on. And in case of any question, let me know so that you get to understand. So you go to session. When you click on session, um, what we are interested in, when I click on session, you can see a pop-up screen appears or sub-screen appears, and it has some items. The one that I'm interested in is set working directory. Then when I go to set working directory, it can direct me to the project directory, maybe the one that you're working, to source file, to file span. But for you, your objective is to choose a working directory. So when I click choose, it will take me to my, that is my very, there's another window that you can see in my laptop. Maybe I want to change. I want to change this working directory to maybe let me go to my desktop. Where is it? Okay, let me go to my maybe desktop and look at desktop. I look for I look for maybe this called Uber project. Then I open it. So you see, if you have been keen, you see what has happened in the console window. This one that I have highlighted. There is a new working directory called local disk C users 10 for G desktop Uber project. So when now again I recheck my working directory, when I go back and run this code number 15, or I retype it again here and run, it is going to give me the same output as my new working directory. Maybe let me run. So you see my working directory, current working directory has changed. It is this one, not the previous one. The previous one was this one. So you have seen my working directory has changed. So if I want to revert back to my original working directory, I can still go to session, uh, um, uh, uh, session, set working directory, choose directory, then I go and look for it was local disk C, 10 for G, documents, mail, and so on. So for those people, if you are new in R, you can go through that process. That's the easiest. But when you are used to work with R, The way, if you want to change it, this is the formula for doing so. I'm just going to use the function set working directory in case you are used to it. Then I'm going to copy this file path, this one, uh, this one. I'm going to copy this file path, come here, copy. I paste here, I run it. So I have reverted back to my original working directory. But let me explain further on this. So to do so, if you want to go that longer route, let me try to show you something. So if you want to know the file path, for instance, I have this file called curriculum. I just right click on it. Then I go to properties. After going to properties, then I think it is here location, this one. This is the file path. I don't know if there's more than that. No. This is the location. For instance, it is users 10 for G and so but you add this path curriculum underscore 20 like the file, the actual folder name that you have. Maybe I can open one of my whiteboard. Just a minute. So if you want to go the longest route, what you're going to do, you go to, of course, you use the function on set. Sorry, uh, that is set working directory. Let me try to type the function set working directory. So set working directory. Since it is a function, you open the parentheses, right? Then after you open the parentheses, you put double quotation marks. What it means, double quotation, because R does not recognize, like the name is in form of a text. So that's why you start with a double quotation. Then after a double quotation, you put what called the folder address here, folder address. The same way I have showed you how do you know your folder address and so on. So here you put your folder address or name. Let me say name instead of address. So we have the double quotation here. Then of course, you have to close it and so on. So this is, so you need to know the folder address. And as I have just showed you here, like this is my folder address, you can see here. Then forward slash you put the name of the folder curriculum underscore 2023. That's how you can do it if you are used to it. But if you are not used to it, you can just use the shortcut. You come to again session, set working directory, choose directory. Then after that, you look at the folder that you want your art session to reside in. That's how simply you do it. And it is very, very important to know. The main reason it is very important to know is because when we will be importing data in R using a function, it is important that that data that we are importing must be stored in the folder within your working directory. So, for instance, if I want to import a data set in form of as an Excel CSV file format, it must be stored in my folder called May underscore class 23 and so on. So that is about working directory. I hope that is clear. Going forward, you now know what it is. Then the last thing under here that is very important, and in case there is any question, let me know, or anyone has been left behind. Yes, Kennedy.
Um, for me, I got lost, but I don't know how. It seems I'll follow up from the recording from the start, so I don't take the team back. But
Okay,
yeah.
okay, no worries. Okay. So maybe the last thing we are doing under workspaces in R is the projects. I think I already showed you how to create the project. And in case there's anyone who has did not manage to create the project, maybe you can use this session to take you through so that you can share your screen. Um, the project section is very important. So the purpose of this is when you want to keep your work in different places with different names for easy reference. So how can I put it in summary? Uh, hmm, like the purpose of this, for instance, we have done it practically. You see, if I want May under class 2023, I just go to that and look at whatever I trained you guys on. When I go to January, the same. So basically, in summary, what the projects section does is that it just assists us to make our work organized. For easy, I can just say for easy organization of various projects. Let me, though you don't use the same one to define, but I think to use the projects is just fine. So, like, it just assists you to ensure that it assists you to have your work a bit organized in R so that you don't have your work scattered all over. And do we have anyone who was not there when I was taking you through how to create a project so that you can share your screen? We use it to demonstrate. Okay, no worries. But to do so, in case you want to create a project in R, for us, we already have, you go to File, you go to File, you go to File, then you look for New Project, the second item in the list, File, then New Project, you click on it. When you click on it, of course, this one you can ignore, but let me go on my side for the sake of demonstrating for anyone who missed. So let me say first of all what I have so that I don't lose. Yeah. So once I click that, you see it has directed me somewhere else. So whatever you do, you select new directory. After new directory, you select new project, then you give it the name. Maybe let me say test one. Then I come to create project. Okay. Ignore the update. Yeah, so we have a new project here. We have created a project called test one. So this is how it looks like. So I think this one I have taken you through. But the most important thing to understand the purpose of this, just to make your work organized in R. Like when you are working on a certain project, all your work is found within one area. That's the most important thing here. Maybe I can just revert back to my project that I'm using to think, the project folder. I go to file, then recent projects is May class 23. Yes, I can clear my console. Sorry. So this is all about workspaces, as simple as that. Then the next thing I want us to look into is what called packages in R. When you go to Python, you will be hearing about libraries. Python libraries like pandas, um, and so on. In Python, they are called libraries, but in R, we call them packages in R. So that is what we want to look into. And I want us again to open a new script. And to open a new script, we go to file, then new file, then add script. So we have added a new script, but it doesn't have a name. So as I said, it is always good to make your work easier, like organize. So if you want to rename this, we go again to file, the same way we save a document, file, then save as, uh, then we give the name, let us call it just packages. Yeah, then we call them packages. So before we define, the most important thing here is how do you load packages? In Python, they are called libraries. Another important thing that is uh, uh, is installing packages. In fact, installing should come first before loading. Let us start with installing packages. Then after that, we go to loading packages. But before that, let us define what are packages or what called libraries in Python. It will not change. So when you install R comes up with some functionalities, like it comes up with some functionalities, but not all. Like it won't come up with everything. So if you want to obtain additional features, if you want to obtain additional features or additional functions, you can get them through packages. So, and therefore, we can define packages as a collection of related R functions. One, functions. Then some packages come up with data. Then it has a code stored in stored in a particular format. Like what I mean by a code stored in a particular format, we call them a philosophy. Like if I want to plot, there's a package called ggplot2 that mostly we use for plotting in R in data science. If you want to plot, always you must start with ggplot. Any kind of a plot is, be it a pie chart, a bar graph, and what a line graph and so on, it must start with ggplot. So you see, that's why we are saying that data and code stored in a particular, sorry, I did not, in a particular format, did not complete that here, in a particular format. So then after that, now having seen packages, the next thing, given that we have said Arc does not have all packages, for instance, let me minimize my screen. Then we have packages here. For mine, they might be many because I have been using this for long. So these are some of the packages that come with Arc, and they do different functionalities, as you can see here. These ones come with the basic Arc, but others are not found here. They are found in what called the CRAN window, like they are stored in an online repository for art called the CRAN window. So I want us now to look at installing packages. Installing packages in R. Then under it, we call them key notes, key points to consider, key factors to consider. When installing packages in R, number one is that your laptop must have internet access. That's rule number one. Rule number two, if using if using the function, if using a function, there's a function called install.packages. If using the function install.packages, comma, name of the package must be enclosed in double quotation, like the quotation mark, the speech marks, normal call them like that. So that is very important to know, to note. Another one is that packages are only installed once. You just install them once. So, but before that, before even we install, how do you know? How do you know the that's the packages installed in your machine? How do you know the packages installed in your machine? Leave alone loaded, but how do you find installed in your laptop? To know them, as I have told you, you come here, this window on my bottom right, where it is written packages, you click on it, then you will find a list of all packages there. And if you click here, you can read more about the package and so on, what it does. Like every package has its own documentation, what it does and so on. So all these are packages that come with your laptop. But I want us to install a package that is not found, does not come with the installation, like the how can I put it? Like the original installation of Arc. And because I have it, I want someone to share his or her screen so that we can look from that end. Anyone who can share his or her screen so that we can install one package. Yes, Kennedy, you can share. The package we are going to install, it is called ggplot2. I have sent in the chat. So after Kennedy finishes, I want a different person also. Uh, we have two ways, Kennedy, of installing the packages. One, we are going to use a function called install.packages. Maybe you can go to line number 13. Go to line number 13. Yeah, so to install a package, we use the function install.packages. Let us just write the, okay, it is good. Just go to the function directly, write install.packages. Remove the comment, remove the comment, remove the comment. That's the hashtag because it is a function. Yes, install.packages. That's on the first one. Select the first one. Yes. Then the name of the package that we want to install, I have typed it in the chat. It is called ggplot2. ggplot2. No, just yes, that one. Not why is it? Have you ever used Kennedy? Because I
No,
see
it's my first time.
it is, yeah, it's ggplot2. Just
Yeah.
close it in double quotation. Okay, before that, I don't know why you already have it. I want us to do something. Erase Kennedy line number 13. Your line number 13. And also, I see your screen is too bright. Do you mind if you change the background so that it looks? a bit darker.
For the R, or
Yes, yes. Do you mind so that I can direct
yes,
you?
yes. Yeah, please direct.
Go to tools,
Okay.
go to tools,
Tools. Yeah, here we go.
then
Background.
global options.
Global
Yeah, the
options.
last
Okay.
one, the last one. Then appearance. Where it is written appearance, then third one. Yes, click on it. The first change, the font size you want it to go to zoom, the current one.
Is 100.
What about the editor font size? Editor font size?
Is this one.
It, no,
Lucida console.
editor font size.
Oh, okay, okay. It's 10.
Just increase to 12. Have you? Yes. Then on
Uh-huh.
appearance,
Yeah.
I don't know, the cobalt. Select cobalt, cobalt.
On.
Yeah, where you are. Yes, there's somewhere written cobalt. Just look, yes, that one.
Yeah.
Then apply, okay. Apply, then okay.
Yeah.
Yes, at least, but
Thank
your
you. Thank you for that.
okay, but your font is still,
It's still, so I can
yeah,
increase it. Eh?
yes, yes.
Just a minute.
Maybe you can zoom, try to zoom appearance, then zoom.
Then
Just go to
I
zoom.
I'll zoom. Yeah. Can use this one.
Yes,
How is it now?
better. It's a bit better. Okay, apply, then okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least. So I want us to check the packages that are already installed in your laptop, like not installed, but the ones that are already existing. Type search, the search function, then open your parentheses and close. I have shared that function in the chat. Line number 13, type search function. I don't know if you have seen it. I've shared in the chat.
Let me see.
Yeah, search, just the normal spelling of search.
Okay. 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 I've seen it.
Yeah. Yes, run. Execute that line of code. Run it.
I ran.
Yes, yes. So these are the packages you have already. Studio. Yeah, so you don't have the ggplot. Okay. So let us install now the ggplot. In line
Okay.
number 14, to install it, you do install.packages, install install.packages. Yes. Then the name of the package. You start with double quotation or even single quote. It works. And I have explained why. Then the name of the package is plot. Okay, before you execute, I hope it is clear for everyone what you are trying to do. Okay. Then run line number 14. Yes, it is installing. So what shows you that it is installing is because there's this red button in the console window, the top right. It shows you that it is still downloading. So it is installing because it is downloading it. Yeah, don't click on it. Don't click on it. When you click on it, it stops. So the red button shows you that it is downloading because it is downloading from an online repository, the R online repository called uh, uh, the CRAN window, like where they are stored. That's why you see it is downloading. So, and that's why I say that your laptop must be connected to the internet. So let us give it time. It's still downloading.
Yeah. Yeah, it's done.
Not yet. Yeah, yeah, it is done now. So once you have downloaded, as I said, it was rule number 3 on line number 10 in the script window where we said packages are only installed once. We said packages are only installed once. So once you install it, I normally recommend that you put a comment so that it becomes like a comment. Whenever you are executing your code, it doesn't download again because the consequences is that it might make your Art Studio to restart again. It might make your Studio to restart again. So once you have downloaded it, I recommend you put it as a comment. Do you understand, Kennedy, how that is done? Like
Um.
put the hashtag before the function install.
Okay.
In your line number 14,
Okay.
put the hashtag symbol before. Yes, yeah, that is it. So for now, it now looks like a comment. We have,
Okay.
it is no longer a function. So that is on installing packages. Secondly, you will continue sharing your screen. Go to line number 16 of code. 16. Yes, Michael.
Facing a slight difficulty, but I can't share my screen because I'm receiving your lessons from my phone and doing the task on my laptop.
Yes,
But I'll just explain.
yes.
When I did install .packages bgplot2,
Mhm.
I'm receiving a warning that RTools is required to build R packages, but it's not currently installed. Please download and install the appropriate version of RTools before proceeding.
Which, okay, there's a solution to that. In fact, thank you for bringing that up. There's an alternative. Before,
Okay.
before, before,
Okay.
okay, before even we download the art tools, you can go that way. But there's another way. Maybe, Kennedy,
Yes.
given that you have do we have someone who can, okay, yeah, I know how to do it. I want us to install packages using an alternative way. And I want you, Michael, to try that alternative way. But given that we have already installed
Okay.
ggplot2, for you, Michael, you are going to install the ggplot2. But this one, I'm using it just for demonstration purposes.
Mhm.
You see, Kennedy, where our
Okay.
window on our bottom right, the bottom right window, where it is written packages, where it is
Yes.
written packages, click on where it is written install. Can you show? Sorry. Yeah, that one. When you click on install, there's a pop-up window that appears. There's a pop-up window that appears. Then there's where we have that cursor, the that yes, that cursor. So you can type the name of the package directly. And for this case, you don't put in double quotation. The main reason now, this one is like it is searching directly from the internet, not from the R environment, the local environment. It is searching directly from the internet. Maybe for Michael, you can type the name of the package there,
Yes.
ggplot2, and click install. But for the rest, since maybe you have already installed it, you don't want to install it twice. There's a package in R that we normally use for data science in terms of data management and manipulation. It is called dplyr. I have typed it in the chat. Maybe that is Kennedy. Just type the name of that package. dpl dplyr. Yes, that one. Click on it, then install. So it is installing. That's another way of doing so. Installing a package, you can just go directly there. So maybe Michael, you can give us as well a response in case the error
Yes.
still appears.
Okay.
Yeah, before we proceed to loading packages. Anyone else, maybe in case you're having the error apart from Michael? Yes, Michael.
Yeah, I think it's still getting me an error. It is telling me timeout of 60 seconds was reached.
Mhm.
CRAN Studio HTTPS
Crash
and
to
sell the download of package failed. Yeah.
Are you connected to the internet?
Yes.
I will wish if you could have shared your screen.
Uh, I think you can just put it. I'll just take a screenshot then show on WhatsApp.
Okay, just try that way. I want to see both errors. Okay, the first one, of course, you have to install what they want you to install. Yeah, sometimes as Cyprian as yes, Hein.
I'm also getting the same error.
Okay. Are you in a position maybe to share your screen so that I can use yours?
Uh, yes, I can. Uh, Share screen. Excuse my double windows. So I'm skipping ahead because I'm a little bit in terms of the notes because I have the notes open while looking here.
Yeah.
But if you see on the right here, it says R tools is required to build R packages
Mm-hmm.
but are not currently installed.
Okay. Yes. Hide first the requiring I want to.
I've opened this link now, and I'm busy downloading art tools. I'm suspecting that might be
Yeah, yeah,
what I need.
that is one way to do so. You download the app tools and install. Of course, that's the first solution that we normally do. The second one, what about if you try to install the DPLYR apart from the ggplot using the alternative? It is
Yeah, I did use this to try and install BP.
yeah,
Oh,
DPLYR
oh, and that's when I saw that error.
still.
But it does say it's successfully
Yeah,
unpacked, but the warning here says still appear.
okay. So sometimes it can be successfully unpacked, meaning that the problem you might face if you are not going to download and install the app tools is that you might miss some functions. Like as you go by, maybe you want to do a certain functionality, you find out that you are getting errors. So it is just the right way to install the app tools from the repository the
Okay,
same way you have done. You open it now.
right.
Yeah, I think it is
Uh,
okay. I don't need. I don't think if you need to. Yes. Next. Just go to next. Next. Just next until install. Yeah. Just install. Then we repeat the process and see.
okay.
Maybe for Michael also you can go to that link that you have been directed on how to install to download the art tool.
It does specify directory here. Should I not have installed it to this directory?
Yes.
When we click next, so it's installing my C drive now. But I see this error or warning says install package into this. No,
I don't think if it will give us issues, but
okay.
let us install first and see. Okay, that's fine. Let us just be patient as we are waiting for that. I think it's okay. But I wanted to try and down and install the ggplot. Where is it?
I already have a ggplot that work.
Okay, okay.
I did run ggplot here, and that worked successfully.
Okay, I think that is fine. So the solution is to install those tools.
Mm.
And of course, as I said that we had the other alternative, but the disadvantage of the other alternative, yes, it might install, but it won't give you all the functionality. I think that is fine. Maybe we can wait for Michael as we are waiting, maybe to see now how we load the packages. And after that, I think we can able to. Yes, Michael. Michael, I see your hand is
Sir,
up.
I just wish to request that we proceed so that I don't delay the rest of the class because my internet is dragging and it's taking too long to download Artflow.
Okay, that's fine. It is fine.
Okay, I wish to request that we proceed.
Oh, okay, that's fine, Michael.
I'll catch up because it's taking too long to download Artflow. Thank you.
Maybe who's sharing currently? Oh, I see Hen, you have already gone on loading. Maybe let us use.
Yeah, I'm going on the notes.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we can use Kennedy's screen so that we don't confuse the rest of the. Kennedy, you can reshare so that we can wind up. So the next part is loading packages. Maybe you can put that subtitle on loading packages. So maybe you can put we put a note downwards in line number 17 and say, um, okay, let me explain first. What normal happens in R, if you open a new R session, or when, for instance, we close our project today and open again tomorrow or even now after closing it, and we want to use a certain function that is inbuilt in a specific package in R, you must always load it before using it. And so you can say packages are always loaded before use before being used. You can put that note like you have to load the packages first before you use them. Load the packages before use, yeah, before use in an active R session. Okay, so go to line number 18 now. To load the package, we use the function library. So for instance, we want to load the package we installed called ggplot. So you type library. Library is a function. Type library, just the word library. Yes, select that one. Then the name of the package, ggplot. No, no, you don't put it in double quotation. You don't put it in double quotation. And I want just type ggplot and I want to take this question to the team. Anyone who has an idea on why when we are loading this package we don't put it in double quotation? Any rough idea, any thoughts on why when we are loading the when we are, yes, Eric?
Uh, I think it appears as a function. That's why we don't do a double quotation.
Yes, I think that's the simplest explanation. Remember, when we downloaded it, it was not stored in the local environment of R. But after downloading it or installing it, it was now stored there. Therefore, when we want to use it, the functions will load it using the library. And because it is already now in the local environment of R recognizes it. That's why you don't put again in double quotation. Yeah, thank you so much, Eric, for that. Kennedy, you can proceed and run it. Execute line number 18. Yeah, so that's fine. So you see, it has executed. It doesn't again. Then another rule is that when you are loading the package now, it is not a must that you are connected to the internet because you have already downloaded it. And there's another way of doing so, of loading the package. Still, we can go to this window called packages. Yes, Jesse.
Uh, mine is not loading the packages. It just said to install and then library, then in parentheses ggplot2.
So it means you did not install ggplot2. Like even if you install it, the process did not complete. That's why, like, what it means, maybe ggplot2 was not installed.
Can I share my screen so that
Yes, yes, no worries. Maybe Kennedy can stop sharing.
so so that's what
So
it said. Okay.
line number 3, run your line number 3, please. Yes, in the script window.
I ran it.
Yes, yeah. Just put the cursor after ggplot and run. Yes, I'm wondering. Yeah, it is running well, but why is it the other installed? Where is it coming from? Have you seen in the console this install in the console? Where is it coming from? Or what you can do, search, use the function so that it displays if the library function, because there's no error. I haven't seen any error. An error comes in red. There's no any kind of error that I can see. But just run the
So
search first. Yes, the search function. Yes, type the search function and run it. Yeah, so I'm wondering What?
I've already run it.
Yeah.
Uh,
So packages, yeah, ggplot2 is installed. So this install, I don't know where it is coming from, but it is not an error. But I can't know where it is coming from. Where is it coming from? In console. Okay. Try to scroll up in the console window. You see?
Sorry,
Scroll up in the console window. There's something that Rain has shared.
which the console window. Which part?
The console window is this one on our bottom left. Then the scroll bar is
Yeah.
bottom left is the scroll bar is this. There's a okay. At the edge. You see at the edge, yes, there. So mhm. Was there any warning that you got? Yes, sir. Scroll downward.
Mm, one in the alto, so
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's not currently stopped.
Yeah, art tools. The art tools. So you need to download the art tools. Thank you so much for that, Rain. You need to download the art tools from the directory that you have been given there.
Oh, okay. So how am I going to go about it? The alto.
There's you see it is written the you have been given the directory there. HTTPS run at studio. Have you seen it from the error? Where it is written
This one.
https run.com
Yeah,
bin
yeah.
windows. So you copy
Yes.
it and paste
Oh,
in your browser, then you'll be able to download.
okay. I'll do that later.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Maybe Kenneth, you can now share.
It is shared. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. So to load it, I think we are, yeah, to load it, I think we are still this way. There was another alternative that I was directing you to do. You go to packages, then click on packages so that I can see the list of packages that you have. Why can't I see them?
Yeah, there.
Yeah, these ones, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to load a package, the simplest way, already you have ggplot2 is loaded. Go to ggplot2 first. Yeah, what shows that it is loaded, you see there's a that box is checked. So that one is already loaded. Search for dplyr that is installed.
I search for
dplyr package that's installed.
this one here.
Yes.
So I click on it.
Yes. No, no, you have gone to the documentation. I was just interested. Yeah, so you just click on, scroll downwards and search for it. Where it is written, it was DPLYR, letter D. Where is it? Yeah, it is here. Have you seen it after C? Go to D. Yeah, that one. So if you want to load it, there's that white box, the square box. Yeah, you just click on it. Yeah, once you click on it, it is loaded now. Okay, I think with regards to the packages, maybe you can also go through the notes on the section of the packages to get more information and knowledge. So I'm going to upload this video, and also the one that for yesterday's class is already up. I have the link. I'm going to share it in the group. So for today we end it here, and maybe Kennedy, you can as well take us through on how you can close your project window.
Okay. So class, to close the project window, we go to File, then we go to Close Project. Then, of course, these are the projects we've been working for. So you can save the selected. It is closing here. Yeah. Then after that, you can just close your template. That's it.
Okay, I think we can end here today. You can go through the videos and notes. Then I think we can as well have maybe questions during our tomorrow session. So have a good night. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start early at 8, not 8:30. Okay, bye guys.